This is how succubuses work, right? Exploiting desperate and dumb guys with snoo.
To death! By snoo!
Yeah!
Hello friends and welcome back to ReddX, your source for the freshest daily cringe content anywhere on the internet. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. Today we are jumping into r/LegbeardStories. No, it's not unfortunate. I will be getting back to that quite shortly, but we're still on this little one-off kick for at least a little while longer. People have been enjoying this single-serving cringe, and it is a lot easier to share around. I mean, there's advantages to sagas and single one-off videos, you know what I mean? The sagas keep people coming back for more, but the one-off videos are good to, like, introduce people to the channel, let them know what we're all about, and I kind of like that. I get in my moods, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I only want to do this right now. And right now, the only thing I really want to do is one-offs. So I'm bringing back user Dom Marmalade, who wrote the Succubeard saga. We had a compilation video uploaded for that recently, and it turns out that he wrote another story about a legbeard that he knew, the stinky legbeard succubus. So I'm eager to see what we can get into today. We'll go ahead, get some plugs and disclaimers out of the way, and then we will dive right into some of this LegbeardStories cringe. Succubeard, the stinky legbeard succubus. Welcome back, user Dom Marmalade. 3 months ago, this was posted around the same time as Succubeard, but I never got around to it until today. Greetings, friends. After telling you the Ballad of Succubeard, I kinda had like a writing frenzy. So many memories came back to me while writing the Ballad of Succubeard, like the short case of Jokerbeard, a 30-year-old Joker cosplayer who tried for a week to seduce a minor in a caravan group for some anime event. Oh god, of course he's cosplaying the Joker. You already know what that guy's mind is like. Just stay away from him. RPG horror stories, and my own story as a teenager, permeating the nice guy and neckbeardism that I was at that time. My drunk adventures as a member of a brotherhood of edgelords. My cousin, 5 friends, and I, Tato Fair in the Discord called them fledgelords, which I thought was absolutely adorable. They're just little fledgling edgelords. Look at them go. They're about to take flight and then crash immediately into the ground once they encounter polite society. We don't welcome that around here. I do hope Dom Marmalade will come back and share all of these tales. Turns out I wanted to bring you something that would make you laugh, relax, and enjoy the cringe. Yes, that's what we're all here for, isn't it? And since the Jokerbeard story involves a bastard trying to seduce a literal teenager, nothing critical comes to fruition in that story, but I wanted a bit lighter cringe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would still stoke the impotent rage. And that's not what I'm looking for right now. Although put it on the docket, I'm sure one of these days I'll be hungering for it. My roleplay stories are a bit long. I was kind of that chaotic neutral guy, and I realized while writing that despite being very cringe, the story about me is another long, nostalgic, bittersweet reflection about an introverted, and stupid, as it must be, teenager trying to deal with feelings and first love, and not really about a beard. So I figured I was out of stories until I remembered Succubeard, the hellish girlfriend of one of my best friends. Oh lord. I think the stupid stumbling around as a teenager thing still could be counted as like beard tale, sort of, because we all had that beardy phase, didn't we? God knows I did. Maybe I'll tell it someday. Someday. This will be one of the long ones, as I want to finish it in one post without having to split it into parts, so please take a seat. Let's use the TARDIS to go back 10 years into the past. That's my TARDIS noise. It's not very good. It is a really beefy story. It's like 20-minute estimated read time, so I'm looking at like 40, 50 minutes easy. And we'll descend some circles of hell as well. And we'll introduce the characters of this misadventure. OP is me, baby! Again, your narrator, and a guide through the abyssal pits of cringe. Just like Virgil went to Dante in the Divine Comedy, not a protagonist, just a 15 or 16-year-old edgy but sweet guy. At the time of this story, I was in love with our unlucky protagonist's sister. You can call me Llama Boy. No, I'm sticking with Dog Marmalade or OP. But considering I probably won't actually say OP's name at any point, yeah, call yourself whatever you want. We got Fatso Blue, our protagonist. A bro, in the best definition. A smiling dude, the same age as me, a little bit overweight, 10 years later, and now we're both overweight. Metabolism sucks. Yeah, time is cruel. Getting old is hard. I know firsthand. My bro earned his nickname by wearing a blue sweatshirt, so yeah, that's where the Fatso Blue nickname came from. His biggest flaw at the time was his terrible ability to choose his girlfriend, which led him to date Succubeard. Choose your girlfriend! I don't think that's how it works. You just kind of see who you connect with, don't you? Unfortunately, he's connecting with shitty people, I guess. Maruki! MK. In a way, we can say that she was my milady. 13 years old, with an emo and screamo style worthy of any angsty 2010s teenager. God bless it. Succubeard SB, the calamity of the time. A 13 or 14-year-old girl that we can say she came from the South. From the deep South. A little overweight with a difficult personality. Not very faithful. She reminded me of Elmira, that crazy animal lover in Tiny Toons. Oh yeah, I remember Elmira.
Now I have a cute little squirrely really do pet and love and cherish and squeeze.
She basically wanted to hug every animal that she saw. And she also wanted to hug every guy that she saw. Oh, that's not good. I'm already getting some like Unfortunate-esque vibes from that. But the ages are super young. I don't know how hard I can go on like a bunch of 13-year-olds. Obviously, they're trying to figure it out. I'll keep that in mind. I'll give them a little leeway. The gang, the backup characters, Lily, Lilith, an edge lady, and my sister, Alejandro, Fatso Blue's best friend, the Ray, the most bro among all the bros, all basically in the same age group as me and Fatso Blue. We also got little Nicky, that's MK's hamster. May his memory never be forgotten. Goddamn, little Nicky, that's a great movie. Get in the flask. You know what I'm talking about?
May I help you? Get in the flask.
So here we are, way back in the year 2011. Obama was the president. Matt Smith was the doctor. The end of the world in 2012 was a promise. Like, John Cusack's 2012. Emo was the thing. We didn't even know what Gangnam Style was. And we still used MSN Messenger and Orkut. I've never heard of Orkut. It's probably defunct. I'm not going to bother looking it up. Another world, another time. Indeed, 2011 seems so long ago now. A decade changes some shit, man. Although mostly for the better in my case. And hopefully yours as well, OP. I was finishing my sophomore year of high school. Oh yeah, I guess you did get out of high school, so things are definitely better. My friends from the past years had changed schools, so I spent time alone, and by coincidence, my life kind of has a recurring and strange affair with chance. I ended up meeting Lilith, who would soon become a sister for life. I thought she was your sister. All right. I'm glad that's cleared up. And as a result, I met Fatso Blue and the gang, and my then milady, Maruki, and, of course, the Succubeard. It sounds like, she's giving blowjobs and stuff. Her name is Succubeard. I understand it's a succubus reference, but it's kind of weird. I don't know why my mind goes this way. Anyways, remember when I said Fatso Blue was our hero in that dark Greek comedy? Well, just to illustrate, his love life was crazy, but not very good. For him, at least. Oh boy. We thought we'd find some holy temple. Instead, it is unholy ground completely barren of life. Oh, well, I'm looking forward to it. I hope we get some description of it soon. And I think that it's important for me to mention here all the torturous journey through the dark jungle of our life that eventually led him to the unholy barren wasteland that was Succubeard. Oh my god, we thought we were going to find a temple full of treasure. Instead, it's a garbage dump. It's a trash heap out here. In just the 4 months that I'd been hanging out with them, Fatso Blue had already dated 3 different girls at different times and called all of them girlfriends. Dang, Fatso Blue getting some play for a big boy. I tell you what, it don't really matter. It's all about that personality, isn't it? Good for you, Fattykins. Basically, he was dating his sister's friends. Oh, well, I take back my clap on the back there. You know, the reckless and inexperienced young love. Clumsy teenagers wanting to be adults and starting to date and do all the adult stuff, but with no bills to pay. Ah, yes, all the best parts, I guess. The problem is, he cared about it, and he got really into the thing. As a result, when he was betrayed, at least 3 times over the years, by the betrayal of his best friend, Alejandro. Oh, Alejandro's bad news. I don't like that kid. Fatso Blue was very bad, keeping himself in quite a state, just sitting around listening to Bossa Nova and Slipknot for a few days. Yeah, I guess we all have our own way to grieve, don't we? But yeah, when you're young, you're gonna date a few people. That's what it's like to get it all figured out. So don't take it too seriously. That's not good for anybody. One of the girls, let's call her Biersic, ended up cheating on him with Alejandro, but that was okay because Alejandro revealed out of nowhere that he had liked her before. Yeah, but that still doesn't make it okay though. There's not much I can really say about Biersic, as I don't really know her. Only we called her a mop because of the way her hair had that typical emo hairstyle. And when Fatso Blue dumped her, I was there for moral support along with Lilith. Alright, well, good riddance to bad rubbish, I say. The second one, let's call her Pinky Shoes. Why? Because the shoes is pink? Okay. And I guess Biersic was into the Black Veil Brides. Probably, maybe. I remember that, again, Alejandro had hooked up with her at Fatso Blue's house, saying that he was drunk when he kissed her. The first time Alejandro drank was in a vodka competition with me at the beginning of the following year at Lilith's boyfriend's party, where he was escorted home in the middle of the night by Fatso Blue and the Ray, who said that the kid was running around without his pants and shirt, just screaming gospel things down the avenue. OP, I must say, if you're a teenager, don't drink alcohol, especially with a drunken sailor's thirst. This is for your own good, kid. Oh, I almost forgot I was talking about Pinky Shoes. Sorry. I wonder if Succubeard is going to be the real villain of this story, or if we're going to learn to really hate Alejandro. Another hybrid neckbeard, legbeard story? Yes, I'm looking forward to it. Well, Fatso Blue continued to date her and forgot about what had happened. Well, until the second strike. One day at recess, I think you call them breaks in high school. Recess is like elementary school term, isn't it? I was on the courtyard, which gave access to the boys' and girls' restrooms, when I noticed a commotion around the ladies' toilet. Girls entering and leaving, as if someone had opened the Ark of the Covenant in one of the stalls. Oh no. I could see, even from about 8 meters, that 2 people were in there, and I recognized the blinding pinkish color of the shoes of the person who was kneeling in front of the other. Oh God, little 13-year-olds blowing each other. I'm so uncomfortable. What's going on?
FBI, open
up! I went up to Fatso Blue in the usual gang corner with a dilemma in hand. Yeah, bro, this is a big one. I don't know if you just want to drop it on him in the middle of nowhere, but it's better that he knows than not, I suppose. Jesus, what's the deal with Alejandro? Boy needs to get his ass kicked, I'll tell you that much. Handle it, fatty. Fatty Blue said, OP, do you know what's going on in the ladies' toilet? OP, with Satan's dramatic charge on Macbeth. My bro, I think your queen is in there. And it was. By coincidence, with a boy from my class who had skipped second and third period. Dragged out by the principal, Pinky Shoes was summarily expelled, along with that boy, and Fatty Blue was once again single and listening to bad vibe bossa nova. Well, I'm glad it wasn't Alejandro that swooped the chick this time. One, okay, I guess I can forgive you. You could still be my friend after that, bros before hoes and all that. Twice? Nah, it's not gonna happen ever in life. So there, we got our answer about why Alejandro never got his ass kicked. It really is a case of Fatso Blue just kind of picking the wrong ladies. Or they fall into his lap, I guess. I don't really know. Maybe they assume his self-esteem is low because he's a big boy and they think they could treat him like trash. But that's not the case, and I'm glad he dropped these girls like hot tamales. Unfortunately, this is when Succubeard comes in. Dun dun dun! As a dark spirit from the past, who, ironically, near the Halloween and Dia de los Muertos period, she was still here among the mortals, and that fatso evoked her. No, put her back in the box. Once you open Pandora's box, it's over. As far as I heard, Succubeard was friends with Lilith's boyfriend and his brother's ex, and the ex of a guy known only as Mindfuck. Chris Angel? Chris Angel, is that you? She dated Fatso earlier this year, when I didn't know the gang, and the relationship ended by... You know what? To make this post even more interactive, I'll let you guess why based on the information that I've already given you. Did the relationship end because A, she cheated on him, B, Alejandro was interested in her, or C, she had an imp lover in the deep south? I'm gonna play it safe and go with A. That seems to be the common theme. Alejandro is also a contender, but seeing as the cast list went kind of light on him, I don't think he's the main offender. And yeah, an imp lover in hell, I mean, that's never going to work out. LDR, you can't do long distance relationships like that, especially between planes. So we're sticking with A. And the correct answer, my friends, is D. You fucking cheated, OP! You cheated me! She was cheating on Fatty Blue with a classmate in the forgotten land where she lives. And Alejandro, double plus in addition to, which resulted in the end of the relationship. But despite that, Fatso Blue ended up going back to her. Oh, bro, where's that self-esteem I was talking about? What the hell's going on here? Alejandro got it too? Some random classmate and one of his friends? Bruh, you're never gonna go back to that. She belongs to the streets, dude. It's over. It's important to say that in the meantime, I had my first date with Maruki, where I was very nervous to the point of not acting, afraid of screwing things up, which led me to really screw up. But yeah, that's a story for another time. Being young, I get it, man. Like I said, bunch of youngins just trying to figure it out. Not acting is probably better than acting in a horrible way, honestly. And now my feelings for her weren't a secret to anyone, of course. It was at Fatso's birthday party that I met Succubeard. It was a sunny Saturday, around 3 p.m. when I arrived at their house, greeted by Maruki. The Ray and Alejandro were already there with Fatso Blue, helping out the parents with a barbecue, and after Maruki introduced me to her parents, we went to Maruki and Fatso's room, and there was Succubeard. Oh boy, give me the cringe bomb, baby! Normally I'm not much of a tagger, but correct me if I'm wrong. Succubus was the female equivalent of a neckbeard, so a legbeard. Delusional, lewd, and with a somewhat disturbing streak, her strong scent. Oh, describe the scent, please. I entered the room, and my nostrils were soon assaulted by a strange smell that I can only describe as spoiled onions left in the sun behind a pizzeria dustbin and sulfur. I was expecting a hint of fish, but this is good. This is outside the box. It was a strong smell that filled the room. On Fatso's bed was Succubeard in a shirt that was too small for her body, so it looked like a top that leaked her belly out, her skin glistening with sweat, like a marathon runner after a long run on a hot day. She was rolling around in the bed with the little hamster in her hands. The hamster was little Nicky, of course. Get in the flask! Meanwhile, I was looking for the source of the smell. Because, dude, something in that room was overdone, and it was hot garbage. Little did we suspect it was actually a person. Or some approximation of a person. I went to the bathroom, smelled myself. I mean, I usually smell great. I'm addicted to baths and perfumes. The possibility of stinking is unacceptable for me, but thankfully, it wasn't me. I returned to the room, and the smell remained. Quietly, I started sniffing out all the people in that room, as well as all the corners. Bro, how can you do that subtly? I guess you just stand next to them or something. I'm a smoker, so my sense of smell isn't that great. It wasn't Maruki, as she had greeted me and, of course, smelled great. The Ray was also safe. The smell didn't come from the corners. I smelled Fatso Blue. He had a little bit of the smell, but nowhere near as potent. And then Alejandro, the same odor, but like Fatso, it seemed to only be a vestigial odor. Desperate, I asked Maruki, going into the kitchen with her. OP, trying to be as polite as possible, while also telling the girl I liked that her room was stinky. So, I wanted to ask you something. I'm smelling something strange in your room, Maruki. A smell? Okay, she was aware. OP. Yes. Maruki. It's from Succubeard, my brother's girlfriend. Oh my god, not only is she aware of it, but she knows the source. God bless. Unfortunately, yeah, what can she really do about it? Tell her brother to take the girlfriend out of there? I don't think that's gonna work well. We started to discuss why, and neither of us came to a conclusion. Apparently, Succubeard just sent off these potent, odorous pheromones to make people notice that she was there. A warning signal. As well as marking her territory. We live in a tropical country, so heat is a constant, but bruh, it was the odor of something that died, or went sour, or was exposed to the sun all day long. Since everyone was in the room, I had to be alone outside, or hold my breath in the bedroom to stay with them, occasionally breathing quite painfully. I did choose to stay with my friends despite the smell. Oh, that's real bro status right there. You're bathing yourself in that stink. Whatever that stink is, you're currently breathing it in. I just make a polite suggestion. Be like, oh, we should go outside. Get some fresh air, huh? Surely everybody else notices on some level. What caught my attention the most was that, quite intelligently, Maruki sort of created opportunities for her to breathe, leaving the room to see if her mother needed help, go talk to some of the relatives, get something in the parents' room and doesn't come back with anything. Just like she left her bed full of things. Backpacks, teddy bears, shoes, boxes, anticipating that maybe Succubeard would lie down on the bed and end up marking the entire area with her scent. Which did happen the next day, and then she texted me, "Now I have to burn my bed." Well, needs must, you know? You either wake up smelling like a rotten onion or you sleep on the floor. And also, if I know Beards, she might have bed bugs. I wouldn't put that past her either. I, on the other hand, as a visitor and knowing very little of the family, just kind of stayed in the room, watching in horror at Succubeard playing with that hamster for a long time, and putting him down to walk around on her. Little Nikki wandered aimlessly across that girl's lap, her thighs, her neck, her shirt, and her armpits. Poor hamster. He's like, what is that? Little dude is like a canary in a coal mine. Maruki loved that hamster. By text and messenger, she commented all the time about her little baby. Hamsters are pretty cool. They're kind of assholes, though. I'm a rat person, if you want me to be quite honest. I went outside to get some air at the entrance of the house, take a look at the sky, feel the pure or purer breeze of the city. And with that, the Ray and Maruki followed me. Obviously, the smell was just the elephant in the room. Then we talked about it. In this, when Maruki came in to help her mom, the Ray gave me a warning and an ultimatum, though he knew I wasn't really a risk, as I had feelings for someone at the party. The Ray, "Bro, what do you think of Succubeard?" OP, "I don't know, stinky?" Yes, brutal honesty is the best. The Ray laughing, but then getting back to a more serious tone. "Oh, I'm not talking about that, man. You know, Fatso Blue likes her, but she's, very outgoing, to say it lightly. She's already cheated on him with others. She's hooked up with Alejandro. Earlier, she was hugging him in a very weird way when Fatso went to help his father, and she kept asking me questions, wanting to, know about me." OP, "Yeah, I smelled her on him." What's your point? Oh god, this is so uncomfortable. God damn, I'm so glad I'm not a teenager anymore. The Ray, "Bro, she's looking at every guy in the room, and that might include you. I know you have this thing with Maruki, but I just want to make sure that if Succubeard gets to you, you take Fatso into consideration." Dang, how could you even think that of me, dude? What? Why are you gonna have this conversation with me? Go tell Alejandro, goddammit. As I mentioned in the Ballad of Kaiju Beard, throughout my youth and even now, I can paraphrase Hoobastank and say, "I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do." I don't necessarily sing it well, but it is a good song. And I am continuing to learn. It turns out that regardless of whether I like a person or not at the time, I'm unable to be interested in someone else's partner, especially a friend. If I consider a person a friend, then I will be a confidant, as it should be. Do you know how much easier the world would be if that were the case for everybody? Unfortunately, some friends, quote unquote, are fucking snakes. I've seen it all the time. Just keep your head on a swivel, that's all I'm saying. So I replied, agreeing. Also, the Ray was just being the usual bro. No kidding, this kid had already carried me to the school gate once. I fell and sprained my foot as we ran to get in. This guy would be late and stay out with me. I told him to go ahead, but he just said, "No man will be left behind," helping me out. Yeah, I mean, it's not warfare or anything, but it still probably does mean a lot that he's willing to take the bullet, in a sense. So apparently it was a well-known fact about her behavior that she was loose. She's a trollop. Out of the blue, Fatty Blue and the others left the house along with Succubeard. The plan was to just go walk around town, stroll through the mall, enjoy an ice cream, maybe eat something, and so on, as teenagers are wont to do. Go hang out at the mall with no money to spend. Shit sucks. I got closer to the Ray, Maruki, and Fatso when Succubeard wasn't with him. During the tour, Maruki suggested that we go to the pet shop to see the animals, and Succubeard automatically accepted.
More pets to infect with the odor of death,
I think. We're not buying this puppy. He stinks. It's not the puppy. It's the girl that was holding him before you guys came in. The girls went to the bathroom, and so did the boys. And when I was with the Ray and Fatso, waiting for the others to leave the bathroom, I took the opportunity to ask him point blank, why is he with her even though she already cheated on him? Fatso looked straight ahead for a brief moment, and with all the honesty and simplicity of a 16-year-old guy's mind, he replied, well, we got laid. So, okay. This is how succubuses work, right? Exploiting desperate and dumb guys with snoo. Death by snoo.
To death! By snoo!
yeah!
And it will be if you stay with her. Eventually, we made our way into the pet shop, and it was fun. We looked at animal toys and birds and fish, but hamsters and chinchillas. Oh, those little fur balls. I have a vivid memory of Maruki's brain melting because she was basically unable to deal with the cuteness of those little hairy beings. Little hairy beans. I do love hamsters. I should get a hamster. And it was so cute. She began to speak in an indecipherable language that some people only express when they see puppies or babies or basically anything cute. Oh, what's it do? I don't do it to babies. I'll do it to an animal, though. They ain't never gonna speak English anyways. Babies, you gotta teach them proper. You're like, all right, I speak to you like a businessman. Anyways, then we left the pet shop, heading back to Fatso's family house. And in this, I remember talking about the day with Maruki. And then, out of nowhere, Succubeard stuck to my arm. Get away! Like a koala in eucalyptus, to ask a question. An attack of opportunity. Succubeard.
So, OP, do you like Maruki-chan?
Oh, Chan, why you gotta add the...
Don't do that.
OP, trying to process the surprise and the unwanted sweaty touching, I looked at Maruki and then Succubeard glued to my arm. OP, why would you ask me that? Succubeard.
So you do like her?
OP, yeah? Looking at Maruki, just like Jim from The Office, making that face to the camera. Y'all know the face I'm talking about. The Jim from The Office face. The face that the whole show was built on. Succubeard returns to Fatso with a strange expression on her face, leaving her scent at my arm. Ugh. Now I would have to burn my arm. And she also left a strange atmosphere between Maruki and I. I asked if Succubeard would stay at her house, and Maruki said, for the entire weekend. So we ended the day, and at around 11 p.m., I returned home. Well, the weekend passed. Succubeard went back to the abyss for a while. A few days later, little Nicky the hamster passed away. The odor killed him, I think. So I dedicate this story to him. Bro, I'm telling you, little animals are so sensitive, dude. You think I was joking about Canary in the coal mine? I was not. I didn't see Succubeard for a long time after that. She somehow had gotten my number after the Fatso birthday party, sending me,
"Hi, senpai!"
and shit. She said that
She was looking at Fatso's contacts, and then she decided to add me.
me, the guy who had only exchanged 2 goddamn sentences with her. So I just ignored her. Oh, the best play to make, OP. Well done. She thrives on attention, obviously. Seeming more and more like Unfortunate the deeper we go in. Soon, we were in 2012. Fatso Blue was still dating her for God knows what reason, taking trips down to the deep south once or twice a month. My platonic relationship with Maruki was going from bad to worse, but we always kept in touch. So she kept talking about Succubeard's daydreams and peculiarities. Like the time when Succubeard, spending the weekend at their house, pissed herself with excitement while playing with the dog. Holy shit, dude. Now part of me wants to say, oh, she's just excited and had to pee and it kind of slipped out a little bit. The other half of me is like, was this a full flow? Maybe she's mentally deficient in some way. Jesus. Well, Maruki's mom lent Succubeard a pair of Maruki's pants. Maruki was slender and very thin. Succubeard was not. So, this act of kindness of the mother and Maruki, although unwillingly, turned into the strange experience of trying to put Succubeard inside pants that were simply not her size. And, of course, they completely ruined the seam. I asked Maruki what she would do when Succubeard returned the pants. Again, Maruki asked her mother to either throw the pants away or fucking burn them. They ain't no good to nobody no more. Even the Goodwill's gonna be like, yeah, this is going in the dumpster. There was also a time when Maruki revealed that Succubeard was weird. No shit. At least more weird than usual. She started talking about being pregnant with
Infernal offspring.
oh god. And Fatso Blue was supposedly the father. As the great friend and bastard that I was, I just remember saying, "Congratulations, Daddy," whenever he got worried about it. Over time, we began to notice that Succubeard always did this when something was threatening her relationship. So, did Lilith discover that Succubeard was strangely close to her ex? Succubeard magically felt a bulge in her belly. It was the infernal offspring. Or how about when Succubeard and Alejandro kissed again?
Fatso, I think I'm pregnant. I'm feeling him kick.
Yeah, I'm gonna kick you down the stairs. That's the only kick you're gonna feel. Or she'd start saying,
She would have to raise the baby herself because Fatty Blue wanted to cheat on her with some slut.
projection. At least that's what she said when Fatso started befriending Alejandro's girlfriend. The moment that he could have yelled, "Vendetta! Vendetta! Vendetta mi papa!" Since Lilith and Maruki found out that the girl liked Fatty Blue as well. But no, Fatso Blue was a bro, even to people who don't necessarily deserve a bro. But nothing was as strange as the time that Succubeard told Maruki about her wacky dream. Oh boy, brace yourselves. It was a dark and stormy night. Succubeard had fallen asleep with the window of her bedroom opened. Vampires calling it letting the night wind into her room, as well as the light of the full moon. Even though, it was a dark, stormy night. Well, I think the sky might work differently in the deep south. An innocent Succubeard was asleep in the Dante-esque way she came into the world when she woke up being kissed and described in detail, effed by an incubus, which, if you didn't know, reader, is a kind of male sexual demon and also an alternative rock band from the 90s and 2000s. I love Incubus, dude.
Whatever tomorrow
But luckily in this case, we are talking about the imaginary demon. I don't know, I probably would have preferred the alt-rock band. Anyways, after the climax of this unholy union, the incubus had bitten her neck and jumped out the window to death. Or probably he wanted to breathe some fresh air somewhere outside of her room. That's right, not even demons can stand this. Now you have to live for eternity with the knowledge that you did that? Yeah, I'd probably jump out the window too. Neck first. I don't want none of this no more. She had, and I must say that despite a decade, the following quote had stuck in my memory like a wine stain on white carpet. She now had gained wings and tail like a demon, fangs like a vampire, and now turned into a succubus. She flew naked. Please no. Naked through the city to Fatso Blue's bedroom, where she would have made snoo-snoo with him unconscious, and then impregnated him with a child that she sent to hell, and which she could summon whenever she wanted. What the fuck? Are we sure this is a dream and not mental illness? I still think she's kind of deficient in a way or two. And thus originated 50 Shades of Cringe by Succubeard. I'll probably read it. I wish it was a book. God damn. Maruki told me all this, but when I went to tell Lilith, she already knew. Probably because Succubeard had told her. I think Succubeard just told the most goth/emo/edgy girls that she knew, thinking that somehow she might get some points out of it. No, you'll never be one of us. Go away. You have to dress like us and be a nonconformist. This went on for almost a year. So, me and Fatso had a fight. It turns out I have a secret. As Bruce Banner in Avengers, which came out that year by the way, I am basically always angry. So I stocked up on stress moments and small frustrations. At the time, like being rejected by the same person over and over again, a shitty math teacher, family issues, failing at doing something, or the time I tried to invade the school after the employees had closed the gates, and because my bus had broken down on the day of the biology exam, I jumped the wall of the sports court and was then thrown out by the principal. That doesn't seem so bad. You was trying to break into the school, and it was during school hours? That seems fine to me. Then again, I ain't a principal. After building up angst, I just released it at one certain point, focusing on something that triggered me, so I go from introvert and edgy to extrovert edgy, who wants to take your morale completely down to zero, returning to normal after a while and some catharsis. Today I do control all of this better, but it required a few years working on that little temperament problem. Yeah, that's all part of growing up too, man. I used to be angsty as shit as well, and I think I started to mellow out in like my late 20s, early 30s. Reading all that now, though, gives me just a tinge of the cringe, mostly because I essentially went through the same thing. So explanations given, one day I arrived at school. I was drinking my morning Coke, and when I went to say hello to gang, Fatso ended up spitting to the side, and without seeing me coming, the spit went on my shirt. Oh, no. It happened quickly, but I remember that I got angry. I aimed right at Fatso's face, who was smiling and saying hello, and I said, "Hello to fuck!" and spit back in his eye. So now you get the llama boy thing, right? Yeah, you're just a couple of llama boys working it out as you do. You know when you fight with a friend, even though you're angry, you don't fight directly, but instead you say stuff like, "You're dead to me, bro. Someone hold me because I'm gonna hit him. Someone hold me because you're dead for me." Because you don't want to exchange punches. Basically what follows is a month of us not talking directly. We used Maruki to say that, yeah, we were still pissed at each other. Honestly, a fist fight between friends can work a lot of stuff out. I've fought with a few of my friends, and you know what? After the fight, our friendship has never been stronger. All of that rage and anger and grudge just dissipates. All because you punched each other a little bit. Momentary pain provides catharsis. I think you should have punched each other. That's all I'm saying. In my teens, I was what would be considered an otaku, not a weeb. I shower and just like the culture and the media, but it was never the center of my universe. That's a very strange distinction to make, OP. I would say that otakus and weebs are about on the same level, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Sometimes I do think that anime was a mistake. You said it. And luckily, 2012, it was a time where almost every other month there was an anime event around. It was a Saturday. I went to the Deep South to meet a friend at an anime event, and I don't know what was going on with me, but I had a bitch of a headache. Maybe because of the crowded place. Maybe because I had to stop every 5 meters for someone to take a picture of my colleague, who was Misaki Mae's cosplayer. Or my body just subconsciously detected a spectral smell in that place. Oh no, here it comes. I smell it from a mile away. Then came a moment when I had to stop to sit down in the hallway, a little bit dizzy, which worried my friend a little, making her sit next to me. That was sweet of her. And in the back of the dimly lit hallway came the infernal vision that I hadn't seen for nearly a year. Succubeard. Apparently succubi do appear in moments of weakness and vulnerability. And dressed as Gasai Yuno because in 2012, Mirai Nikki was the fever between cosplayers, being replaced by cosplayers playing Mikasa, and then Deadpool, and then Harley Quinn in the following years. Yeah, are those anime cosplays? I guess they're just cosplays. But it seems like it's devolved significantly. At least from one outsider's perspective. Succubeard standing in front of me.
OP? And you?
OP? Confused silence. Succubeard.
It's me, Succubeard. Aren't you Fatso's friend?
OP? I don't know. He spat in my face and I spat in his. Is that categorized as a friend? OP? Actually, I would find out later that in some circles this is even considered beyond friendship. A kink, I would say. But that wasn't our case at all. Yeah, that's quite a little sideline to add in there. Okay then. No kink shame, but no kink same. Succubeard.
Oh,
she said, still with a very ass-looking face.
Well, he and I broke up, so don't feel bad or want to befriend him again because it's totally not worth it. By the way, what do you think of my cosplay? Do you think I'm beautiful?
OP? No. Oh, goddamn. I just love the bluntness of it. No, leave me alone. She goes away back to some guy, an acquaintance of hers who was looking at me with an even more suspicious face, putting his arm over her shoulders. Bruh, don't be protective. You can keep her. I'm not coming after that. And they both went walking away to whatever hole they came out of. However, something didn't feel right. I apologized to my friend because I would have to go home from the event early, so with no friends there, she also wanted to go back to her house. I made my way back, however, and as I left the station, instead of going to my bus stop, I wandered around Fatso and Maruki's neighborhood, texting Fatso asking if he was home and if I could talk to him, and he said yes. So I arrived at the house around 4 p.m., we went into his room. Last year they built another room for him in the backyard. I think the parents wanted to give their children more privacy, and we had that conversation, more serious than usual. Hey, big ups to the parents as well. Teenage boy, teenage girl staying in the same room, it's just not a good look. Not for any weird, dubious reasons, but just because, yeah, they should be able to have their own room, goddammit. OP asks, so how's the relationship with Succubeard going, Fatty?
Same as usual. I was going to her house today, but she's sick, so we left it for next week. Why?
OP, sick. Did she tell you what she has, Fatty?
Fever, I think?
Mirai Nikki fever, maybe.
But she didn't want to pass it on to me.
OP, at this point, already understanding the situation. As I said at the beginning, my dear reader, I have a strange relationship with Chance. Well, I was at an event, Fatty.
Yeah, MK told me. Was it cool?
OP, yeah, it's just that I saw Succubeard there, man. And then I started to explain the entire situation to him. Again, just like the time that I explained Pinky Shoes. I gave him the news that I saw his girl with another guy. Then an investigation began on Facebook to find out who the hell this guy was with Succubeard, discovering that, again, he was one of the guys that she had cheated on him with the first time, the ex that she had been approaching again, and after that, I apologized for spitting on him. Fatty Blue accepted, and he apologized too, and again, we were fine. No fight needed. We were talking shit and listening to sad bossa nova, System of a Down, and Slipknot the rest of the afternoon, like the good little doomers that we are. For the last time, Fatso Blue finally exorcised Succubeard from his life, sending out an official, "Be gone, thought!"
Be gone, thought!
And breaking up with her. And here we are, almost a decade later. Fatso Blue, after several trials and betrayers, some still at the hands of his best friend Alejandro, that dude still needs to get his ass kicked. Where's his comeuppance? He's finally happy with a girlfriend in a serious relationship, going on 2 years, I think. And Succubeard, yeah, she disappeared completely from our lives, leaving only the memory of her smell stagnant in our memory. TLDR, after several bad relationships, a dumb and desperate friend gets back together with his ex, a stinking succubus Legbeard, who cheated on him several times and made up stories that she was pregnant with his child in order to keep the relationship going. Classic Legbeard move. After he and I fight over a simple disagreement, I end up meeting the Legbeard with her ex at an anime event in another city, by coincidence, right on the day that she lied about being sick to my friend. After I exposed all of this, he and I rekindled the friendship. Oh, and someone died. God, rest in peace, little Nicky. You was a good hamster. It's still a good movie. I don't think a lot of people like it, but I like it. Willy, well, a beefy tale indeed. This video is going to be much longer than intended, but I guess that's alright. It fits along nicely with the kaiju stuff that we had yesterday, so I am pleased to wrap up Dom Marmalade's discography officially, at least for the time being. It was a decent story. It had a lot of unfortunate-looky vibes, but without going as dark. You know what I mean? I think that this dude should have dumped her the first time. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Just run in the opposite direction. It's never going to get any better than it is within the first few months. You know what I mean? That's the honeymoon phase. That is the best that your partner is ever going to treat you. And if that's not up to snuff, then you gotta leave. Because it's never going to work out. That's a little bit of relationship advice from me to whoever hears this. It does feel good that he eventually got it figured out. Found a chick that does truly value him. Going on 2 years, that's a good chunk of time. Keep it going, especially if she's worth it. Is she worth it? Nah, I'm sure she's worth it. Surely we're not going to have another Reddit post, right? I hope not, honestly. I mean, I do like the post, but yeah, the heartbreak ain't worth it. So good luck to OP, good luck to Fatso Blue, good luck to everybody out there. I'm hoping you're having a wonderful day, and I do hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, I hope that you'll like, comment, and or subscribe. Maybe share the video around, because it's a one-off, it's delicious and tasty. And it's good for you to spread the word of the channel. Good for me too, for that matter. I definitely hope that you'll check out the links in the description. We got playlists and podcasts and plugs of all sorts if you're looking for something a little bit different from the channel. That'd be pretty cool. We've also got my social medias, Twitter, Discord, Facebook. Yes, indeed. Come on through. Say hello. We've also got my Patreon and my gorgeous, wonderful, beautiful, generous patrons. I'd like to thank them all Jerry much, as I do every video. So thank you, Robert Waits, Baron Von Waggy Pants, Jarhead Jerry, Oorah, River Jerry, blah, 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 Captain Clown Jerry, honk honk. That's aggressive honking. Aaron W, Twisted Child, Cinema Susie, For All Lang Syne. Fire Drake, Giggle Jerry, hee hee, Latin, Livison loves Jerry, so does ReddX. Mr. Anime Manga Fan, Rogue, Silent Revolver, Sergeant Jelly Donut, Magdala Marsha Thornrose, Becca, Cherish Kitsune, Little Lone Wolf, Vanilla Mel, Satori, Althea Blue, Anunnaki, Asian Persuasion Jerry, yeah, Assassin Pug Jerry, Bang Bang, Grizzly, Bailey Joy, Bearded Jerry, watch out for that guy. Bitch Gremlin, Blade the Hero, Blameless Fish, Blip Bloop Jerry, Camille Sarah, Commander J Tank, Deltaroon Jerry, Dennis Dayton, Dinosaur Nightlight, Disposable Waifu, Aaron Lennox, Frozen Over Studios, Gypsy, Adrian BR, Heathcliff, Itchy Nuts, just scratching bro, a pimp named J Crisp, JM Coon, Jennifer Schaefer, Jerry with the eye, that is a different Jerry. The original Jerry, Jerry Blacktail, Jerry T. Harapist, John Hero, Jolly Black Jerry, Simbufa, cause if you're boofing it's free, Jerry, tell it to the jury. Crewy, Lady Jerry Nix, Miss Monday, Lord Lino, Jackets Rule, Melgar the Destroyer, Mint, Jerry Chip, the freshest of the Jerrys. Mirthful Baker, my boy Nat One Nick, Natari, Nightmare Jerry, Origami Jerry, gotta fold them all, Panda Prince Jerry, Bamboo's Delicious. Phantom of the Pines, Jerrykins and Jerry Beth, TSM Kirby, Sarita the Lolita, Serena Dash, Staples, aka Jerry Yeet. Stephanie Goodner, Synaptic Boomstick, Brilliant Tamago, Tapioca Boogaloo, Tato Ferret, Teddy the Police, Ton Monster, that guy with the marble, I think his name is Jerry. The One True Fusky, Treeberg, Uwu been promoted, now Oni-chan, Mr. Jerry, Slayer of Tomthra, Will Mags, yet another different Jerry, true, Kira, Sleepy Sumu, welcome to the fold, you're a wizard, Jerry, yes y'all. Redwind, Goose Says Honk, Naga Viper, Saints Blessing, John Indoors, a normal Jerry, mostly normal, maybe, perhaps, feel that. Hunter of Jerry's, Devourer of all things tasty, it is Tom, because Tom and Jerry never get along. We got Admiral T. Tank, is that Tom? Oh no. Amara, Atomic Jerryzilla, Breaker of the Tom Army. There's a war going on in the Patreon. I can't handle this. AZ, Banished Knight, Barbushka's Irradiated Jam, Broken Spine, Horseradish. The original different Jerry, Cake Jerry, California Jerry Girl, yeah, Canadian Lynx, Canada, Carrot Jerry, good for your eyes, that's true. Chia, CD's nuts. That joke never gets old either. Chris Meska, Cinnamon Buddy Dog, Corporal Admiral Lieutenant Furry Warrior Woo Jerry. Can't even talk anymore. Cryptides, Cuban Jerry, Defon Jerry, Ever-Changing Jerry and Tom versus Beard Apocalypse. That's true. We're all on the same side at the end of things. Ghost of Alpha, HMT Mayor, Holy Berry Jerry. Hydra Jerry, Irish Jerry, Jerry from State Farm, Jerry Beard Adventure, Cheeto Dust Crusaders, fan favorite, Jerry Aldo Rivera. Check out that mustache. Jerry Bean, Jerry Roxers, JRPG, that's Jerry Role-Playing Game, King Tom, Smasher of Jerry Zillas, oh Jesus, Kitsikin, KJW, Crafty Kitty Cat, Life of a Guardian, Little Ann Woods, maybe next time, Midnight Sun, Milk-Fed Gimp, Miss Duchess, Not Invisible Angel, I see you, One Leg Jerry, Origami Cam, Princess Rosalie Jerry, Ghosty, Ryga, Raptorite. She's my Jerry Pie. Cool drink of Mountain Dew, what a beard surprise. Cringe so good, make a grown man cry. Sweet Jerry Pie. I don't know if I'm going to sing it every episode, but I do like it. Solorian King, Snary, that's Nom Jerry, Spoony the Rogue, Steampunk Ellie, that one green Jerry. Oh, again. It's a Jolly Green Giant reference. Anybody? No? Okay, I'm old. It's fine. The Necro Jerry Con, the original Jerry who is not, the most different Jerry who is maybe to Infinite Jerry and beyond. Unkale. Promise, swearsies, it's just a fact and it's totally science. Go ahead and look it up. And by it, I mean another ReddX video. And I'd also like to thank my $1 patrons as well. You boys, delicious, doing the thing. I am forever grateful. I do hope some other people consider signing up on the Patreon, but if you can't afford to do it right now, I mean, don't sweat that too hard. You know, I only want money from people who ain't gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying? The most important thing is you came on through, you hung out with me, and I hope that you come on back and hang out with me again tomorrow. In order to do so, you'll need to keep yourself safe out there. Wash your hands, but also take some time out and do something that you personally enjoy today. Maybe like, watching some more ReddX videos. That'd be cool. And of course, always remember, friends, that you are loved, you are worthy, and you definitely deserve it. I shall see you in the next one. And until then, bye-bye.